We're doing a little snowmobile trip here, so we're leaving the house here, or I should say the golf course, and we are going to Mauston, Wisconsin, en route to snowmobiling down to the Dells area and having a fun day tomorrow, staying overnight in the Dells. So looking forward to traveling here and seeing what kind of MPG we get towing both these sleds with the trailer on, with a little bit of snow in there. Should be pretty fun, but the truck looks nice and shiny. It's actually really sunny out today, although it's bitterly cold. Feels like below zero. Tomorrow, at least, the temps are supposed to be in the 20s, so we should be okay there, but we're ratcheted down and all ready to go here. We don't have much snow here, and we need to go where the snow is. Just getting onto the highway. Looks like we have to get some gas eventually, as I'm almost out of gas again. That's one thing you'll get with the old Hemi. Not great gas mileage, but boy does it sound good. Whew. That's a good sound. That makes you smile all the time. It's what do they say? It's smiles per gallon. Well, I'm getting about 10 times the 10 MPG I'm getting per gallon right now for smiles per gallon. Isn't that right? That's right. So Alex and I are heading down. We've got the trailer on the back here with the sleds on it, although I am looking at how the sled covers are on the truck, or on the snowmobiles right now. I can't even talk. And looking at those, kind of paying attention to those as I am going 78. So that I'm going to have to pay attention to. It took me half an hour to get these on, which is just crazy. It's been a while since I actually had to put a snowmobile cover on, as last year we had a ton of snow here. So anyway, moving back to the truck. So I'm going to get gas here eventually. You can see the gas mileage is steadily going down here. Actually, just from the golf course till now, I went through damn near an eighth tank of gas. So we're going to see what we get for gas mileage when we fill up. One thing that's nice about the Ram truck is the air suspension option you can check when you get one of these, and I thankfully got mine here when it was used, and that was actually one option I wasn't looking for, but I'm very glad I ended up getting it. So essentially, when you're pulling any weight behind you, or you've got any sort of payload in the bed, the truck, see, like that truck is squatting. Yeah, it's a Ford, that's also why. And my truck doesn't do that because of the auto load leveling air suspension. So any Ram that you buy that has that will automatically level your truck out to where it was when it had no weight or anything in the bed or anything attached to the tongue of the hitch. So that is nice, or I should just say the hitch. And that works really well to level out the truck. Also, they do this in the Ram trucks, any sort of Jeep with air suspension as well. It will go to auto mode if you have that turned on to help with aerodynamics. Now, for me, in this truck, since it's already leveled and it came with a 1-inch factory lift because of the off-road package, it really didn't seem to help while towing or while normal driving. You know, you're just going to get bad gas mileage no matter what. So right now I'm averaging 9.4, and whether I have it in aerodynamic mode, which lowers it an inch, or in normal mode, it doesn't really seem to help. Now, if you don't have the off-road group in this truck, I think it would help a little bit, because essentially me putting this into aerodynamic mode, which lowers the whole truck by an inch, brings this to what the factory normal Ram truck like that one is. So now if you have this without the off-road group, then you lower it an inch lower than the factory normal height. So that could make a difference. That's 2 inches of play that you have to deal with here. So for my purposes, from the testing that I've done here over the last, 30,000 miles I've owned this truck or more, I've noticed that it really doesn't make a difference. Maybe 1 mile per gallon, maybe, if that, if you're lucky on a warmer day. Now granted, it's really cold out. I'm bucking some wind as well, and this is about the best that I'm gonna get. I figured I would get around 10, so we'll see here maybe as we go on. Just depend on what the wind is doing, and when we get on I-94, we'll be going a little bit of a different southern direction, so that may help out a little bit. But in terms of overall ride quality with the air suspension, it definitely makes the ride quality better, and it just makes ease of access with the trailer that much more easier. Loading it, unloading it, putting the trailer on, taking the trailer off, that sort of stuff. So that's one thing I do really like about the air suspension, and knock on wood, I haven't had many issues with it yet, so pretty happy about that. But clearly here we have to get some gas shortly, as I only have 26 miles to the gallon. We are probably 10 to 15 miles away from our destination of getting gas, so hopefully we make it there. Look at that, folks. Low. We finally made it to the gas station. $2.57 for gas here, 30 cents cheaper than home. That is how you do it. Wow. It's a badass truck. Oh, shit. We got gas. We're up to 273 miles per gallon now, or range left. We're down to 9.3 miles per gallon. Hopefully we'll make it to Mauston. We should be able to with a quarter of a tank to spare. Not the sight you'd want to see on the snow-covered roads here, but we have a Challenger up here. I can't tell if that's a regular one or if it's an SRT like mine. Or just a Scat Pack. I guess I'm not sure. Kind of a bold move there. This guy cut me off. Now this guy cut that Challenger off. We got a pair of fucking idiots here really on the roads, and it kind of makes me mad. But anyway, we're gonna see what this Challenger is. It's an RT. Okay. Alright, I see. This guy isn't getting over. Oh, it's a Scat Pack too. Wow, that guy's pretty bold driving that mother trucker on the road. Wow, you don't see too many Scats on the road. Very cool. Good for this guy. Wow. Very, very cool. Now let's pass these two bumbling idiots. Oh my God. Some people need to learn how to drive. I'm sure this guy is probably following the U-Haul guy, but I really don't care. Sometimes you just need to learn how to drive and not cut people off all the time. Yeah, that Scat Pack looks pretty good back there. We're almost to Mauston. We're actually at Camp Douglas, and you can see there is considerably more snow on the ground here, and it looks like it's settled too. So they got, I want to say, 8 to 10 inches of snow here, which is just crazy. So, if not more, I could be wrong. So when we get to Mauston, I guess we're gonna see, but this is pretty cool to see some snow south of us instead of north. We made it to our hotel room, the Quality Inn in Mauston. Although when I booked this hotel, it was a suite with a jacuzzi, and it was the pictures. So that was a little off-putting here when I got charged $72, but nonetheless, it's 72 bucks. And we got a hotel room. It is not great. It smells like smokers. But we're gonna check out the hotel or the pool area here and see what we can come up with. But was wishing for something better. Nothing really stands out in this room. Nothing at all. Hopefully we get the Packer game. Well, we got done snowmobiling. We're actually going to reset the MPGs for the way back. We're not going into the wind, we're going with the wind now. So we should get more than 9.4 on the way back. My hands got, Alexa thinks they're burned. I think it's a or a blister, but I guess we'll see. That was cold today. Although the temps are pretty high considering how cold they've been. The temp is, the feels like it's below zero. So, and we've got Mr. Hyundai Palisade there who thinks he's gonna pass, but little does he know that's not going to happen. So anyway, that was a fun trip, but it was very, very cold. So now this guy, he's thinking he's gonna pass. I'm going 84. We'll see. Road rage right away. Oh, he's gonna do it, this bastard. Anyway, it was a fun snowmobile trip. I wish I would have got more video, but it was way too cold, so I couldn't do that. So we're gonna take our 2-hour trip back and drive and see how she goes. A little update here. So we're getting 0.4 miles to the gallon better, towing from south to north with a south wind, going 1-2 miles an hour faster than what I was going down. So we're really not gaining too much, but it's enough. And as you can see, the traffic is really moving today. Holy smokes. It's Sunday though, and I don't believe the state police are out on Sunday. Have an in-depth review of what I thought of my 900 Ace Renegade as well here after actually riding it tomorrow when I get back home. If we can get him where he's going. Oh, is he going to the Quick Trip? Escalade V. Wow, you don't see those buses around. That was a cool little trip just to see the Escalade V. There it goes. Oh, he's going to the Costco. Picking up his $1 million groceries. Alright, we're basically home. We got about 20 minutes left here. So over the course of the trip, or I should say on the way back, we averaged about 10 miles per gallon on interstate driving here, going about 80 and pulling the trailer with the 2 sleds. So not bad. Of course, the wind was with us. This time it's coming out of the south, and the wind was against us yesterday. So I'm assuming that when it's all said and done, if I were to keep going, I would be averaging about 10.4, which is about a gallon better than yesterday at 9.4, 9.3, or whatever it was. But man, this Ram truck makes towing and hauling a breeze, and it could really put you to sleep if you really wanted to. These are the type of cars that need to make self-driving right here. Trucks. But that was a fun trip to Mauston. If you ever get down there to Snowmobile, I would highly recommend going to Mauston on south. We went to Devil's Lake State Park and back, put on about 120 miles. It was really windy and cold, so we couldn't go much longer than what we did, but it was a very fun trip. And considering I've never rode those 2 snowmobiles yet, I'm pretty happy that it was a worry-free trip. So overall, would highly recommend the Mauston Trails, Baraboo Trails, Wisconsin Dells Trails. Those clubs did a fantastic job at grooming for how busy they were over this weekend. We hit the tail end of it here on Sunday, and I know trying to groom those trails is pretty difficult just because the population is way more down there than here, and the amount of snow that they got. And you can see here how little of snow we have. Basically from New Auburn up to just north of Rice Lake is where there is no snow in Wisconsin. About the only part of Wisconsin that has no snow. So we are in the snowless area, and it quite frankly sucks. And now with the temps going into the upper 40s, or going into the 40s, and the next coming few weeks here, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to ride at all this year here. So hopefully this wasn't the first and the last snowmobile trip of the year. But pretty fun though. I'd highly recommend going down there. Definitely going to try to do that again someday.